Oluwatosin Ayoyinka Olumide Abasi, better known as Tosin Abasi, is a Nigerian American guitarist who is best known as the guitar player and founder of the instrumental progressive metal band Animals as Leaders. Before founding Animals as Leaders, he was the guitarist for the technical metalcore band Reflux. He has recorded and released 3 albums with Animals as Leaders, a self-titled debut, Weightless and The Joy of Motion. Life and career. Born in Washington, D.C. to Nigerian immigrants to the United States, Abasi's first name Oluwatosin means God is worthy to be served in Yoruba. His brother, Abdul Abasi, is a former drill sergeant in the United States military and is currently a fashion designer. Abasi is a mainly self-taught guitarist. He first picked up a guitar at his friend's house, simply strumming it and making up basic licks on the spot. At this time he was being exposed to some music through learning the clarinet in elementary school. He later began to rent videotapes from his local music store, saying that some were videos you did not want to be caught watching due to the mild profanity in certain tapes. Abasi said that when he decided to learn the guitar, his father was totally liberal about the whole thing and encouraging and proud, and in fact, bought him his first guitar. However, his mother initially held a more conservative outlook. Tosin said in an interview, my mum definitely represents more of the traditional immigrant mentality of education and conventional channels being way more important than a creative endeavor. He was the guitarist for the Silver Spring, Maryland-based metal band PSI. He joined Reflux in the early to mid-2000s. During a Reflux show, Prosthetic Records noticed his skill and offered him a record deal as a solo artist. At first, he refused, saying he didn't feel comfortable with his skill level to write his own record. Afterwards, Abasi enrolled at the Atlanta Institute of Music. After graduating, he contacted Prosthetic Records asking if the offer still held. He then formed his solo project, Animals as Leaders, the name loosely being derived from the book Ishmael. In 2009, he recorded the first Animals as Leaders release with Misha Mansour, who produced and recorded the album with Tosin, as well as programming the drums. Javier Reyes and Naveen Kopawiri were enlisted on rhythm guitar and drums, respectively, after the completion of the album, turning the project into a full touring band. He also toured with the band Born of Osiris as a stand-in guitarist for former member Matt Pantelis whilst they were auditioning for a permanent replacement. In 2011, Tosin started putting together material for a new band, TRAM, consisting of his Animals as Leaders bandmate Javier Reyes, Suicidal Tendencies drummer Eric Moore, and former Mars Volta wind instrumentalist Adrian Terrazas. TRAM stands for Terrazas, Reyes, Abasi, Moore. In mid-March 2011, TRAM played their first show at South by Southwest, a multi-day music festival in Austin, Texas. Tosin explained that he formed TRAM as a trio consisting of himself, Javier and Adrian as an outlet for some ideas he had written which he felt did not fit with Animals as Leaders. Eric Moore was not added into the lineup until the recording phase of the album, and wrote and performed all the drums on the album within a few weeks. Animals as Leaders released their second album, entitled Weightless, on November 8, 2011. Abasi was reportedly meeting with Misha Mansour again in late 2012, and it was reported that a new Animals as Leaders album was in the works, due to be released in 2013. At NAMM 2013, Tosin Abasi's signature guitar, the Ibanez TAM 100, was revealed. This guitar is based upon the Ibanez RG2228 model, which he had been using for some years, and contains his signature DiMatteo ionizer pickups. On March 19, 2014, the Animals as Leaders album The Joy of Motion was made available for streaming, via YouTube. On March 24, 2014, the album was released in Europe, March 25 in North America and on March 28 in Australia and New Zealand by Sumerian Records. The album was met with widely positive reviews. In July 2014, Tosin appeared in the first episode of Guitar Power, a web series sponsored by Didgeridoo String and Rolling Stone magazine. As of March 2014, he is on tour with Animals as Leaders. On October 2014, it was revealed that Abasi will join Joe Satriani, Guthrie Govan, and Mike Keneally on the G4 tour in 2015. He is a transcendental meditation practitioner. Influences He has cited many bands and guitarists that influenced his unique style, including styles of music, ranging from jazz to pop and R&B. His favored guitarists include Steve V, Alan Holdsworth, Frederick Thordendal, as well as the artists Thom Yorke of Radiohead, Aphex Twin, Squarepusher, Meshuggah, and Dream Theater. Equipment. Guitars. Tosin has endorsed Ibanez for several years and has access to the LA Custom Shop, as well as his own signature guitar. Ibanez TAM 100 Signature 8-string 2013, 1, a Tosin signature model, equipped with a signature DiMatteo ionizer pickups, Strandberg No. 8 custom headless 8-string, Strandberg No. 34 demo headless 8-string, Strandberg No. 17 custom headless 8-string a stolen while on tour, but was later recovered, Strandberg Bodden 8 prototype a This was the prototype for a line of production Strandberg instruments, built under license by Strictly 7 Guitars in the USA. Manufacture of these guitars has now switched to the Washburn Custom Shop, also in the USA. Ibanez lacks a G8 string a similar to the RG2228, except it had a white finish, a pickguard and DiMatteo deactivator 8 pickups. The deactivator pickups were later changed to his signature ionizer humbuckers. Carvin DC800 8-string a stolen while on tour. Can be seen in multiple live recordings. Ibanez RG2228 8-string a stolen while on tour, 8-string Ibanez lacks a GA a stolen while on tour, 7-string Ibanez lacks, Ibanez Universe a his main guitar when he played in Reflux, 7-string Eastman ER1 hollow body a stolen while on tour, custom illustrated luthier 8-string a Tosin remarked that this instrument was difficult to play and very strange tonally, as it had a 30 inches scale length. Legend Custom 6-string, Mayones Regius 8-string a stolen while on tour, Rick Toon Sketch 7-string, Rick Toon Blur 8-string. Strings Tosin uses Nigeria guitar strings and accessories for his instruments, too. Pickups DiMatteo ionizer 8 Ascent, Lundgren guitar pickups M8, Q-Tuner BL5 EMG808 per EMG808X, Kent Armstrong handmade pickup, DiMatteo deactivator 8 Ascent, Lace Lumitone pickups. Preamps and amplifiers Fractal Audio XFX Ultra Preamp, Fractal Audio XFX 2XL, VHT22 Stereo Power Amp, Port City Pearl, Matrix GT 1000 Power Amp a backup in case his main power amp fails, Line 6 PODXT Pro a used in Reflux, Line 6 PODX3 a used to records the self-titled Animals as Leaders album. Cabinets Orange amplification 4x12 speaker cabinet, OS vertical wave 2x12 cabinet loaded with Celestion vintage 30 speakers. Tosin did experiment with running his XFX direct into the PA without using any cabinets, but decided that using a cabinet would be better for the purposes of monitoring since they often play in smaller venues which lack adequate enough PA systems. Effects Voodoo Lab Ground Control Pro MIDI Foot Controller, Fractal Audio MFC 101 MIDI Foot Controller, Boomerang Plus Phrase Sampler a This is used live during some songs to simulate a third guitar player and to create loops and background noise when he is tuning or talking to the crowd. Guitar rig and signal flow A detailed gear diagram of Tosin Abasi's 2011 Animals as Leaders guitar rig is documented. Discography PSI Virus Reflux Illusion of Democracy Animals as Leaders Animals as Leaders, Wave of Babies, Weightless, The Joy of Motion, Encore Edition TRAM Lingua Franca. References